Hello and welcome to the West Podcast for episode, wait for it, 4.5. Not 5, 4.5. My name's Pappa and I'm joined by my co-host as always, Zach Baker. How are you, mate?
I'm good, Papa, and happy to be back in crystal clear audio again for our listeners' pleasure.
Yes, let's fingers crossed. So we do apologise for last week's issues with the audio. As recording, we tested it. It sounded fantastic, no issues, but unfortunately, when I listened it back and went to edit the podcast, it wasn't too great. There was not a lot we could do about it, which was a little disappointing because it was a really good episode, I felt. So we're trying to make
Yeah, I
up for
felt so
today, mate.
too.
With a little
We had a discussion and we said we're still going to bring it to air because there is some good points in there, and if you if you turn the volume up and down at the very right moments, you can kind of tolerate the listening pleasure from last week. But
yes,
good to
true.
have a make up episode and bring people back up to speed.
That's it, mate. So we'll battle on. It was just one of those things. So hopefully, like I said to you, Zach, earlier on in the week, mate, when we get to episode, 400, 500, it'll be a long distant memory and it won't bother us anymore. But suffice to say, it did bother us. But anyway, these things happen.
That's it. Imagine when we do hit that million subscriber mark on the Spotify's and YouTube, get our little platinum plaques and everything like that. So
Funny
to,
you
to
say
kick
that,
things
right?
off for the episode. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
hang on a minute. I failed to mention this to you on our phone call earlier. So I was looking at the analytics today
oh,
from
drum roll,
all our
please. I know.
yeah,
I know it's going to be analytics. You love it.
I do. And we had some listeners from the USA during the week. And the surprising
Get
thing
out of
was,
town.
yeah, two separate listeners. The surprising part was, as you do, stumble through a podcast and go, yeah, it's whatever. One of those listeners listened to the whole episode, every single
And he's
piece of
like,
it.
the West sounds like heaven on earth. How do I get out there?
Yeah, no, very surprising. But anyway, there's a bit of info for you. So I'll let you can kick off, mate. Off you go.
All right. I'm just going to. So for 4.5, we thought we'd treat it as a little special one. The ladies had finished their club champions or their championship, but we also had a little bit of heartfelt news come through. Uh, Lovely Nola. Everybody knows her. Anyone who's been around, I believe she's a life member.
Yep.
She's done
Yes.
fantastic work. She's always willing to roll up her sleeves and help out when we have big days down there, whether it be with salads or helping out in the kitchen. So she was out in a group. I believe she was playing with young Gail McLeod, and out on the gravel path on the 16th. She had a bit of a fall, and old Butterfingers Gale there. She tried to grab her, but she missed her, and unfortunately for Nola, she actually fell face first. And the word on the street that I've heard is a bit of a broken nose. I guess you can't really have a bit of it. It's either broken or it's not. So I've got broken nose. She ended up with some stitches on her nose and her forehead. And her face is bruised. She still looks lovely, apparently, still beautiful, but she looks
Joy.
like she went around with Mike Tyson. So our thoughts go out to you, Nola, and wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that was the end to your round on Saturday, and hopefully you're back fit and healthy for next year's club championships and show these young whippersnappers what you can do. But on those ladies' club championships results, I'm going to start with the putting queen herself, Wendy. Over 3 rounds, 97 putts. So if you said a green in regulation means you can two putt par, Wendy's gone round over three, and she's gone, well, what's that work out? She's gone 2 under, 3 under. My maths is always off, Papa. 36, 72. That'd be 108. So she's gone 11 strokes under, having two putts a hole. So good on her.
And
Um,
what how many did you
see,
say she had? 97, was it?
97 over 3 rounds. So my maths
Done.
says just under 30 or 33 on one, 32 on the other two would put her there, which is
Yep.
some steady putting. And I think it's good whenever you see these putts counted. It's a skill that gets overlooked. It obviously doesn't make the scorecard. It doesn't have its own special column normally, But
Yep.
I guarantee anyone who has a great round out there, they're not putting a lot. So good to have an honourable mention for Wendy there for a great putting over the club champs.
Absolutely. Yep.
We had C grade net taken out by Glenda Weeks on 239. Not to be too much bettered by the gross in C grade of Kira Woods. She that getting on the podcast definitely helped her. She went round
Absolutely does. Yeah.
305,
Yeah. Good score,
and I
Kira. Well,
believe there was a round under 100 in there. So she's averaging 101, 102, 102 if you're looking at the rounds. But she got under the 100, which is great to see.
yep.
B grade net winner was Chris Barrett, and don't these names just keep popping up? And B grade gross, we'd already spoken about her, but Claire Woods, Kira's mum, having to show the young lady what mum's still got in the bag, went round 285. So good on you, Claire. And A grade getting into the pointy end of the stick. A grade net went to Wendy. So least putts, net winner 238, and A grade gross and club champion. Not for the first time. I've seen her name up. Is Claudia
Yeah.
Hazel 276 strokes.
Well
So
done.
we're averaging 92 a round off the stick. Good on
And
you.
let me
Great
tell
putt.
you, can hit a golf ball too, Claudia. I watched her. I've
Oh
not
yeah,
played with her, but I watched her going down the 16th once. I was going up the second, and I tell you what, she can hit a golf ball.
yeah. She doesn't shy away from the competition with the men. I believe. I think she's always out there with hubby having a hit. So I think she's used to keeping up with him, which is good. But
Yep.
overall, they had 20 ladies play all three rounds, which is fantastic. And I was actually having a chat with Ruth this morning down there doing a little bit of coaching as I do. And I'll let her know. I'm tipping next year, ladies, going to be pushing close to 30. So we're getting great numbers for ladies and the ones that can play the competitions. And the way they do the format really helps balance with the Tuesdays and Saturday golfers and lets them all compete. So they got a good thing going to boost the involvement,
Yep.
but not to say championships are over, because Kira, little Kira Woods, she's not out of it yet. These other ladies might be, because there was no other juniors. Kira still has to play on I'm going to say it's the 16th of November. Correct me if I'm wrong, Papa.
Correct. No, you're right. Yep. Bang on.
Day before Jared Day. And
Yep.
she actually has to play the fourth round. And she is absolutely crushing the junior club champions as far as, what do we call it? That's net. Is it net or gross? Gross. Let's go gross.
Yep.
No, it'd have to be net, isn't it? Net's with handicap.
Yeah.
I always stuff them up, Papa. I always do. But Kira's in the running for that, so keep an eye out for her. I don't think her winning's done yet. So good luck to Kira and congratulations to all the ladies.
Yeah. Well done. And to have 20 coming out this year, from memory, and someone I'm sure will pull me up if I'm wrong at the club when I'm there next. But I think we really struggled, or the ladies really struggled to even hold their club champs last year. So to have 20 ladies to compete all three rounds is mega. So it's awesome that's happened. So great work to all involved.
Yeah.
Um, just
Ruth had
moving
actually let
on,
me know there was
obviously.
1 year they didn't
Yep.
hold a club.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
So to
Ruth
have
had
to have
actually
that
said there was
20.
1 year they couldn't actually hold it.
Yep, and to have the 20 now, and you know, as you would know, you've got lots of younger juniors playing in the kids for the that you're coaching in the clinics. So hopefully they'll all come through, my daughter included, at some stage, and start playing in those competitions as they get a bit older and a bit more confident. So, and moving on from that, another big day coming up this Thursday. The course is actually closed on the 31st. So, what are we, Tuesday today? So, the 29th. 2 more days. One of the biggest events on the ladies' calendar, the spring tournament. So, with the two-person Ambrose on Thursday. So, course is closed in the morning up until 3 p.m. So, if you still do want to have a bit of a hit on Thursday, you can after 3. But I know the ladies were there today setting everything up at the clubhouse. So, no doubt it will look awesome as always. So it should be a massive, massive event for them. So hopefully all goes well to the ladies on their big tournament coming up this Thursday. Results
And we've
from
all
round
been looking
three.
forward to that too.
Yes, we have. We have. So results from round 3 for the club champs. We're not going to give them to you today.
Oh, what? I really wanted to hear
No.
how moving day went.
Yeah, no, moving day. Moving day was very interesting for someone like me who sat on the sideline pretty much all day Saturday and just refreshed the scores to see what people were having because I still can't play. But it was good to watch the scores and watch what people were having and things like that. But the plan is next Tuesday we'll dedicate a fair bit of the episode to the results from round three, who's in contention leading into round four, all that type of stuff. So stay tuned for that because it will be quite an interesting episode. I think there's a lot of people still in all grades with a chance. So again, I'll compile that somehow during the week off our my golf because unfortunately it's not in any type of order. So it is for the net, but not the stroke. So I'll sort that out and work out who's coming where, and it gives us a bit of a preview into the last round on the 16th of November, which I will come out again. I can't play still, but I'll come out and have a bit of a look at all the golf and encourage anyone who is playing early maybe to hang about and walk around and watch some of the leaders and specifically also in A grade, obviously. Like to Tommy and guys like that because it's good to watch on the last day. I played behind the last group last year, or I was in the last group, but they were in the second last group, and it was even good to watch going behind them. So interesting. So if you get a chance, go and have a look.
Hey,
So
we all
Zach, tell me.
appreciate when you piece together those results through Pappa.
Yeah, it's a chore. Let me give you the tip. I tell you. So let's have a chat about the kids clinics, mate. How are we tracking with that?
So kids clinics, they were full. I had a couple of inquiries come through and just could you just expand and just do maybe one extra class just for a couple of kids? So I said, oh, that's all right. We'll open it. We were sitting at 30 kids. And I said, oh, two extra, that's fine. It'll still be a nice, quiet class, and I'll still get a chance to maybe drink my coffee by then. And it was released, and within a couple of days, all six spots were filled. So kids clinics are 100% full. Um, we're doing it obviously on the select Sundays, and that's to juggle a bit of work-life balance. But we just don't have any more time for the kids clinics at this stage. So they're going to be now sold out for term 4. There's still, I believe, a couple of spots left in the ladies. They've had a couple of sessions, but they've got 5 more to go till the end of the year. So it's not too late to join if somebody wants to just come and be a part of that. A total of 10 ladies, 2 groups of 5 at the moment, with the potential to go 6 and 6 because we don't want classes too big. And the men's clinics. Now, I got another one who's looking to start and come join Andrew there. So at the moment, it's a nice, quiet class where we really get to brush up on the skills. But my wife, I know I said on her birthday episode, those that could get through the crackling audio, doesn't like to be brought up on these podcasts. But I did speak to her about the possibility when I'm on leave about running a little holiday program. Just one of those typical Monday to Friday holiday programs. Bring the kids down, give them that nice big boost right in the middle of the holidays. So keep your eyes peeled. There might be word on the golf club. There could be word on the podcast. You just never know where it's going to be. But there is a very strong possibility kids, ladies, men, we're going to do a bit of a crash course on the holidays and try and boost everyone's skills because on summer, everybody's out there having a hit and it's a perfect time to get out, be extra social and enjoy the great outdoors. So yeah, those things to look forward to. But on a more pressing topic, it's what, 3 weeks away, give or take. I hear you've got a little bit of news about Jared Day.
Yeah, we do. We do. So there is a fair bit coming out about Jared Day at the moment. So what myself and some others, specifically at this point for this one, Gurkha has been able to organise for us is on the day we're looking at having a couple of pros attend. So both teaching pros, one from Geelong, one local. I won't give their names out today, but we've got them locked in, ready to go. We're going to park them in the 6th hole. And what the intention is on the 6th hole is that we will have the option to either take the pros tee shot and pay a set amount, which we have not decided yet. So per team, might be $5 each, might be $10 each.
$1
How we,
million.
They will hit that pro will hit a pro shot for you off the white tees. If you choose not to take part in that, which is absolutely fine, you will then go back to the blue tees on 6 and you'll hit your own shots. So there was a bit of an advantage of letting the pro hit your shot for you. It possibly might be 2 shots. We'll still decide yet. We haven't locked all that part down, but we do have the pros there, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And any funds obviously raised from that go straight to the Challenge Foundation. It'll be added into our total for the day. So, Gurkha, thank you for organising that. It was a idea he floated with me some weeks back, and has been able to lock it all down for us. So, very much appreciated, along with everything else you're doing for the day, mate. Some
And
other
worth a
stuff
note,
around that. Yep.
that sixth hole is one of the biggest tee discrepancies between white and blue. As far as par threes go, I think it is the biggest.
Mm,
Um,
yep.
but we're talking, well, it's got to be 50 meters at the moment, the way it's playing. So the only one that I can think of that's bigger than that is 11. So if you want that advantage, that could be money well spent.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I think so. I mean, if I was playing in it, I'd be straight to the white tee. Go, mate, hit the ball for me. It's a pretty simple decision, but we'll leave it up. No pressure on anyone. We'll leave it up to whoever wants to take up on that offer. Um, I also have been in contact with Steve from Challenge Foundation. Latest time I spoke to him was today. Ripper bloke. He took over from Bryony, who was Jared's wife, middle of last year, I'm going to say. Guy does a gem of a job. Gem of a job. Works his backside off. I had a chat with him today around some merch and some other bits and pieces. So I have a bit of a catch up with him on Friday down at the golf club to come up with some new ideas that he has locked away in his head to add to the day. So remains to be seen what this meeting will come out of, what will come out of it, I suppose. But it should be a good catch up. He
Watch
was
this
blown
space.
away. Yeah, absolutely blown away when I spoke to him on the phone today around how many players we actually had for the event. So just on that, we have 28 spots left. We have 146, I think it is, booked in. Yeah, that works. 174, I think, was available, something like that. But
And the
we've got
Arvo's
100.
all booked out, I believe.
Arvo is chock a block. So there is some spots in the morning still available. That's where those 28 are. And Steve was blown away when I told him we had that many playing. So, like I said to him, it's turned into a bit of a beast this year compared to last year's 40 odd players. So, which is what we want, because at the end of the day, the more players we have, the more money we're going to raise for a Ripper cause that supports kids and their family with going through, a really, really tough part of their lives that no one should have to go through, in my view. So, some watch this
You're
space there,
doing a
but
fantastic job there, Papa.
thank you, mate. Thank you. I'm trying to do my best, but there'll be a lot of other people obviously involved on the day when we get to the day. I flicked an email out to the committee today about a bit of an update, unfortunately, because I haven't been at the club due to the surgery. So, but I'll get to the club in the next coming week and catch up with some people around what we're doing and when we're doing it and how we're doing it. So I've already roped my lovely wife in, Jess. So she's in. She's going to be there most of the day helping out with my family. So it'll be should be a mega day. Really looking forward to it, if I'm honest. So there we
I
go.
bet you
So
will are. So
yeah, so it should be good, mate. It really should be. So we're gonna close off soon, but we're gonna add. Uh, Now let me be clear here. This is not my idea. So if it doesn't go well, right, I'm blaming the co-host. So
oh,
I'll
okay,
hand
you're
over to
like me.
you,
It's
mate.
all good.
I'll hand over to
So
you
I had a
to
bit of an
go through
idea
it,
I
mate.
ran past Papa today, just today, yesterday, maybe for those listeners. Could have been a week ago by the time you listen to this, but I had a little thought, and I said, you know what, a little bit of light-hearted finish. We've got a good outro. We all talk happy golfing. We sign off all the rest of it. So what about we have a bit of a little bit more like a Triple M Billy Brownless sign off? And I said, what about a joke with the coach? And Papa's going, oh, sounds fantastic. He supports it 100% because he hasn't. I don't send him the jokes, right? So it's the first reveal happens at this stage. Now, some might be short, some might be long, but we do. I'm up for the feedback. If it's a knee slapper or it gets your tummy going, nice big tummy laugh, I'm happy to hear that too. So I'm going to crack into it here, Papa. Time for a joke with the coach. Now, Papa,
Go, mate, go.
at the West,
Yes.
right? We see dogs all the time. On the outside, they're looking in. There are dogs that come through. They come in the gates. Their owners give them a walk. So they're there all year round. Do you know what keeps them wanting to come back? The rough.
Tell me. That's not bad for your first one. I don't mind that.
Not a
Yes,
bad
very
one.
well
Not a
done.
bad one. The rough,
Not a bad
Papa.
one
The
for a
rough. You
start.
get it?
Yeah, very good.
Like a bit of a rough. uh, I thought you'd like it.
Plenty of. Yes, I did like it. Very well done. Very well done. That's a good one. So
And on that
mate, you got to keep the
bombshell,
standard up now. We don't go on.
no, I'm just saying. On that
We
bombshell, I
don't
think
want to get.
that's almost the Top Gear sign off there. And on that bombshell,
We
that's
just, yeah, pretty much, pretty much. So, like we said, we only did a short, sharp one to try and make up for the not great audio last week, which was again very unfortunate. So we've hit the 21 and a bit minute mark. So that'll be it from us today. So we hope you enjoyed the episode. Zach, thank you, mate. Always as we get on here and have a chat, appreciate it.
no, thank you, Papa, and happy golfing, West community. We look forward to seeing you out on course.
All right, guys, that's it from us. Appreciate you listening, and mate, leave a comment if you want to. We will see them. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you next time.